Welcome back, welcome back. You only mad cause I'm styling on you. Niggas mad cause I'm styling on them. Yeah, it's that day today, man. It's nice from the motherfucker out here, man. When I say it's nice outside, bro, all day today I've been like going in hard. Went to work, you know what I mean? This shit was crazy. I'm thinking it's gonna be an easy day because I went hard the other day or whatever. But I go in, start doing my thing, whatever. I get to like 3 blocks in. I do like 10 blocks. I get like 3 blocks in. I see my boss cutting trees down, like the branches and shit. I guess they trimming it up for the winter. And I'm only due to round. So he tells me, hey, come over here and keep sweeping up after us because we gonna go down the whole block. Now, if y'all see all the way down that block, you know what I mean, there's fucking trees everywhere. Union City, they just put a whole bunch of trees everywhere. So, it's good for oxygen and good for scenery too. I kinda like it, but it sucks in the wintertime when you gotta be the one picking those leaves off. So anyway, I'm doing my thing, killing that shit, and just end up spending like literally the whole time, like the rest of my time out there, and like my boss ain't say nothing or whatever, so that made me feel kind of good, like, you know what I mean, cause he knows I'm supposed to keep going and finish my route, but since I already did the most important part, you know what I mean, the mayor's office, you know, there are other workers that work next to my route, and if usually I don't do things, I help them so much anyway. So when they see my trash can empty and no garbage bag, they'll go put the shit in there anyway. So I'm not really worrying about my route that much anyway, because I made at least halfway through. You know what I mean? And I know my OG that I always talk to, and this other chick that just started working, they both work on opposite sides of me on both different avenues. So, you know what I mean, they work hard. I already know my OG gonna handle that one side of my route. He do it a time, so I'm not even worrying about that. That's why I always tell y'all, work hard, help other people sometimes, especially the older dudes, you know what I mean? You never know when you need help, you know what I mean? Boom, you got somebody to cover for you while you doing other things. Now, it wasn't like I was doing something completely different, but for the simple fact that I got to work with my boss today made me feel real good, because that's the type of shit that I be on, and that's the type of shit that I be talking about. Like, I don't think nobody's a real leader or a boss unless you willing to get out there. And you know what I mean, put some of that work in with your soldiers, your workers. Like, even if you ain't gonna do most of the work, because you the boss, you supposed to point fingers and stuff, be out there with them. Don't just come by and, you know what I mean, check up on dudes. Like, actually show dudes how to do it right. Make sure they doing it right. He was doing it like that, but he stepped up and was like, nah, get the other chainsaw out, whatever. So he out there with the dude. And I was like, yo, that's what's up, because they gonna clear this whole strip real quick. I'm gonna get to clean it up easy, because I do what I do. And, this shit's gonna get done real quick. We ain't gotta be out here all day. Because if the one dude was doing it, it's gonna take a little longer. So, it's fucking hot out there. Anybody trying to be out there all day? And that made me feel real good about my boss, because I always keep hearing, otherwise. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas talking about, because he ain't never been mean to me. And he don't act mean. He don't do none of the stuff that, would, like, I don't know. But you know how that goes. When you know people for a long time and y'all ain't rubbing each other's shoulders the right way, be like that. But I'm the new guy, so I ain't got no beef or no quarrel with nobody. So to me, everybody cool until you mean to me. So that shit made me feel real good to see my boss in that light. Like, all right, you work for somebody that's a boss. You're not just working with somebody that got the title because of brown nosing or whatever, he obviously had to put in some type of work for him to be like, man, I'm jumping out there. So that made me feel real good today. That really made me feel good because, I could ask him certain things when I do see him and stuff about his position and how he does certain things. Because, like I keep telling y'all got to learn how to be leaders one way or another. Now, a boss of a job is the same thing as a boss in your house because he has to give orders. He has to keep the shit running good. And he ain't just thinking about himself. He thinking about what, after everybody done doing what they got to do, what that's going to provide for everybody. So, good to learn these things. It's good to know how to manage people. It's good to know how to deal with certain situations when you may not want to. You know what I mean? So that was just, I don't know about y'all, but me, like I said, I love to see, learn, meet good people and all that. So that was just great today for me, just to really be out there with my boss and stuff like that. But earlier, I was, doing my thing before I got to that block. I'm in front of the place or whatever, and I'm sweeping up and I'm going hard. And then I forgot why we end up talking, but some chick started talking to me about a car. Oh, it was because as she was pulling in and parking, I was sweeping, so I moved out of her way. And then she made a joke about, oh man, Union City, it's so hard to find parking and da-da-da. And I said, yo, you were so right. Like, that's one of the reasons why I opted out not buying a car and I got me an electric bike, because it's nowhere to park really. Like, you got to really be on point with it. So, like, that made her laugh, like, oh, da-da-da-da-da. And then she was like, yeah, man, I got lucky. When I got my car, I got it for really cheap. And it was like, I forgot how much she said it was, but it was really cheap, and it was a nice looking car. And she was like telling me about the how she got it and everything, and she's like, yeah, if you ever want to get a car, you know what I mean, you should probably look at this guy's shit too, because he sells a lot of good cars, and he's selling them for cheap, and they're not the greatest. They have maybe some things that are wrong with it, but as long as the miles are good and the car runs, who cares about a fucking scrape on a window or some shit, paint job or some dumb shit. So she's like, yeah, I have an extra card. And I said, you know what, just in case, if I want to get a car in the near future, I should take this, because I be seeing other people selling their cars or car lots and junk, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, these niggas want some crazy amount of money for some old used shit. So I took it or whatever, and I told her thank you, you know what I mean? I may use this in the future. I'm new around here or whatever, so I don't really particularly know where that place is at. And she was like, nah, it's like somewhere else in another town. So I was like, oh, like that kind of sucks, because, you know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna get there? But there's always ways, you know what I mean? So I was like, that's cool. Maybe I'll, shoot out there one day on some just lucky off day, whatever shit, or when I want to buy the car. So we keep talking. I know she's talking and she's talking and she's talking. And I'm talking, we're talking. And just everything was good or whatever. And she's telling me about like her little situation and why she's over there and things like that. And then I think she moved here recently, and then something like that, I forgot. And then I was talking about how I moved here recently or whatever, so that was like cool, you know what I mean? Like, but she knows the area because she's moved over here or somewhere around here, but she lived around this area a long time, so it's like she's just new to this area, but knew of this area already. And I was like, that'll be what's up, you know what I mean? I'm always looking to meet new people that can help me learn where certain things are, because I want to do a lot of different things, and I don't know where nothing is, and I don't have nobody that has a fucking car to drive anywhere, and if I do, they're busy and shit. So, like, if you're not too busy, maybe one day we could hang out or, whatever. And she's like, yeah, that's what's up. I actually like meeting new people. So I'm like, oh, that's what's up. New friend. So, I go to work like I told you, did all that work, went home. I go home, I'm chilling, and I text her to make sure I got the right number. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, how you doing? Whatever, it's me. Just wanted to let you know what's up, and I hope you're having a good day, blah, blah, blah. She says the same thing. Next thing you know, we start talking and texting. She's like, yeah, like, I ain't doing shit tonight. I'm free. If you want to go out to eat, we should go out to eat if you ain't busy or whatever. And I was like, yeah, like, I damn sure want to go out to eat. I'm tired of fucking eating Chinese food. I know that. Gotta eat that shit. And I want to eat something good, man. I want to eat a whole meal. I want to eat a cooked meal. And since I can't eat what I got and cook it the way I want and all that, I said, fuck it. You might as well go out, eat. And it's cool because, you know what I mean? I already let her know, like, I'm not looking for nobody. I got out of certain situations, and she's telling me that she's got out of such all that bullshit. And I'm like, yo, I really just genuinely want to meet somebody and be cool with them, and that's it. I'm looking more for help than I am for anything. I don't want nothing from a woman right now except friendship and maybe some help. Like, maybe I have something that I can help you with or whatever, and then maybe you know things or people or whatever, and you can help me with it. Because I'm really trying to build this G&B shit, man. Like, y'all could play around, y'all could not talk to each other, y'all could think I'm playing, y'all could think I'm really just talking, but nah, I'm really trying to do shit and get people together that don't want to be broke no more and tired of, like, doing this shit by themselves and acting like they're winning when majority of us are losing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Majority of people are losing. We're all fucking just getting by, man, and that shit ain't cool. Not when it's so easy to not just get by. Just by, linking up with other people and doing certain things and making it where, you put your money together, you invest shit, you save money together, you buy things together, you lose together, you win together and you lose together, man. And that's it. That's it, man. Now, like I said, it's whatever, man, because the Lord with me, I know that I wouldn't have survived this long, and I wouldn't be meeting all these people that I'm meeting. Now that I see more and more and I have more confidence in myself, and I'm going to start being myself and styling on you niggas. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of acting like, yeah, guys, and then getting mad. And nah, I'm going to dress how I really dress. I'm going to live the life that I really live. And when I'm styling and I'm chilling and y'all start seeing me in restaurants making these videos and y'all see me with different people like, yeah, say what's up to these niggas real quick. Then, it'll be whatever it is. But I don't know. Maybe then yous will start communicating with each other. And maybe some of yous will just hang out. Not even hang out with me. Not even try to build with me. Maybe some of yous know each other, and maybe this channel will bring y'all together and y'all can start doing shit. You know what I mean? This ain't about just me and what I want. This is about what everybody wants. Everybody wants the same thing. Everybody want to be living better. Everybody want to find the Most High. And everybody want to escape all this bullshit we got to deal with. But most people, I don't know, they don't believe. They don't have nothing to tie them to other people and make them really trust them. And I get that. That's why a majority of people don't do these type of things that the Most High said. Because we think someone will betray us. Because other people have betrayed us. Other people have come before us and told these same things and preached and teached and da-da-da-da, and then took everything from the people like assholes. But you know what the difference between me and them? You see, what allowed them to take all these people's money, churches and whatever the fuck, and then they rob, they make up fake cults and they dip off and take all the money. They get to take off the money because everyone believes they're God or something. Everyone believes they're Christ. So then they think they got to give their shit to him, and then it's okay. See, me, I don't believe I'm Christ. I just believe I'm a man, just like Christ was, like the book says he was. And I believe the Most High did come down in a human body to prove to everyone that the law could be done. And that's it. Besides save Israel, and like it says, Israel is his wife. And the only way to get divorced is your husband dies. So if the Most High chooses another people or doesn't divorce his wife, Israel, then he has to watch other gods have their way with her. Nah. Even men say, yeah, you want to be with that nigga? Be with that nigga. Go with them. You ain't going to be double dipping over here. Ain't going to be no double dipping. You know what I mean? So, if y'all shit don't make sense to y'all, it's whatever. Like, and then it makes sense why I say he gonna come back and you know, with the sword and all that Armageddon stuff. Because, you know, Israel will wake up one day and realize, like a slut that she is, that these men, these gods, these nations are treating her like a stepchild whore. Take all of her stuff from her. Use it for all her beauty, all her glory, and take all the things from her. And then throw her back out on the streets. And then ask her back to come in when she starts building up more. And then take all of that. Well, you know, even a woman that's retarded is going to eventually wake up to that shit. A couple of 100 years of that. And then when they do, they'll want to go back home like every woman does when they have that one good man that would have saved them and give them everything. They always go back. And they'll do whatever it takes to get back in his good graces because they know what's out there waiting for them. Vultures, liars, false gods. And then, you know, like if you didn't mess up too much, the man takes you back and puts you through a whole bunch of shit and says you got to do all these things to prove yourself worthy to be with me again. And they do it or they don't. And when they prove themselves, you know y'all weak ass. Well, not weak, but any man that, you know, a woman proves themselves to you, you're going to take her back. Now imagine when the Most High takes Israel back and Israel looks at all the people that did it dirty and says, did you say that I get to judge these people? Yeah, honey. What should I do with them? What would any woman do to all the chads that abused, used, and did her dirty? And she got the law with her now. And the law said, how do we punish him? I wonder why the greatest lesson Israel has to learn is forgiveness. I wonder why. Oh yeah, so we could be like our daddy. Oh, you people better hope I'm not right. Because like I always say to my boy, hey bro, even if I'm not Israel, I'm going to find them because I know who they are. And when I do, we're going to do what the Bible says. And the Bible says, what you do to the little of the Israelites, you do directly to the Most High. And if you want to be blessed, help Israel. And Israel will get you blessings because, you know, if you, what you do to the little of them, you do directly to him. So, you know, when I find real Israel, I'm going to help them. And, you know, if it ain't me, like I said, then I should get my little bit of blessings and my little rewards and whatever the fuck it is. I don't want nothing but forgiveness. Decent job. Maybe some land or something I could build and do things on. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need much money and all that shit. Fuck all of that, man. Once I got my land and everything and I could actually grow food and build the things that I like doing, there's ways to make money. And once you control certain sources of reality for yourself, you don't need all that money no more. You only need what little money you need. This is what really being rich is. Duh. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day. Well, good night or whatever. I know I'm about to go out, hopefully, and enjoy myself a little bit. Enjoy a little dinner. Get to know somebody new. Maybe teach the book a little bit, maybe, hopefully. I think it's going to be a good thing because the strangest thing about meeting this girl is we were born one day apart. I'm older than her, but her birthday is one day before my birthday. So she's literally the first Aquarius Pisces that I ever met in my whole life. I always meet people that are just one sign. When you're born at the end of your sign, you are that sign and a little bit of the other one, it says. And Pisces, their special ability is supposed to be like this super empathy, where they can feel people's emotions. And because they can feel things, it gives them, heads up on what everybody's doing, and they can see certain things like that, and it's weird. And then Aquarius is they have a never-ending quest for knowledge. They just possessed with knowing the truth about anything and everything. And that they're the air sign, but they're also the water bearer. So they can like control water or some shit like that, and air, I don't know. Like that's what the stuff, when I look it up about those signs, when I looked up those shit, that's what it said. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy, because I kind of do feel very empathetic towards people. It's kind of like why it makes me talk to anyone and be friends with most people. And then I do have a never-ending quest to learn things. Like that's 100% about me. I know shit that I'll never use in my life. It'll never be used for a day in my life, but I know it. And as of controlling the wind and the water, I don't know exactly what that would mean, really. Like, I don't know. It's probably something spiritual or something like that, I'm sure. I'll figure it out eventually. Seeing that I've been studying myself a lot more and trying to go more in the depth of what, these regular things and names mean, and, certain places you lived a long time, and a lot of things have meaning. Just gotta, figure out what it means. All love. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Adonai. Heya heya. Ohave you. Yeah, you know what time it is.